Hello, I am Aniruddha Sareen, basically a chemical engineer, and but last 25 years I have spent in processing of polymers in injection molding, compounding industry, and now in composite industry. And presently I am heading TIPCO Industries Limited as marketing head for mainly three products, that is thermoplastics, thermosets, and composites. I am thankful to IPI for providing me this opportunity to present this technical paper on long glass fiber PP compounds, why they are useful and how they will be playing a major role even in India for making the things lighter and stronger. I have seen a desire from the customers that the tensile strength and impact strength, mainly these are the two main properties for the materials which they always want to be on higher side together. It is possible to give more impact at the expense of tensile properties, but both the things together they want to improve. So that's why there are many attempts which have happened in past in 10 to 15 years, and the result is that a new type of material which is called a long glass fiber in different resins. It can be a PP resin, it can be a polyamide resin. These materials are becoming more and more popular day by day. As it is rightly said that automotive industry is the driving industry for all these kind of changes, so it is true for the long glass fibers also. And basically the advantages of long glass fibers, how they are useful, where they are useful, I will be taking you through all these things with the help of today's technical presentation. This product we are marketing in the name of one of our group company called Autotech Polymers. Basically high strength materials with the aim of reducing the weight of the components. As you can see, there is a continuous demand from the customer that there should be a lightweight which helps them in reducing the cost of the materials. It can be achieved by higher strength because nobody wants to sacrifice any kind of properties, whether it is flexural or impact. And if it gives energy efficiency, that is a bonus. And all these three things come true for a new technology material called long glass fiber. Basically, while making long glass fiber, we have seen that we have moved from compounding process to pultrusion process. Basically, TIPCO had a long experience of pultrusion due to its another product which we developed it in India, that is called jute phenolic. The first time that happened around 10 years back, and that is to replace wood. And that technology or that experience helped us to understand the pultrusion process being adopted abroad for making this kind of products. So long glass fiber for TIPCO basically is not a very new technology. We were using pultrusion process for quite some time. I'll just to explain you what is the difference between compounding. The resin and glass are fed in the extruder, and then with the help of different kneaders it is compounded or mixed, and then it is taken into the water bath, cooled, and then cut. The last granule which you are seeing in case of glass fibers, short glass fibers which we say, even in 3 mm granule which you can see, you have so many broken glasses in the granule itself. Then of course it goes for a process of molding, so further breakage is there, and that's why you get the properties People have tried to maximize these properties, but there is a limitation in this process that it doesn't go beyond 0.6 to 1.1 mm in the product. So the alternative process was thought of probably in the year of around 1995 or so in US, and another product which is called long glass fiber took birth at that time. This is called pultrusion process, where instead of glass chopped strands, we use rovings as a bobbin. It comes, it passes through a die which is fed, resin is fed across, and in the die it is ensured that total impregnation, or we call it 100% wetting of each fiber with PP or PA, whatever resin you are using, takes place. And then of course the process is similar, like it is taken into water bath and then cut into a desired size. When I say the desired size, it is 11 mm plus minus 2 mm. That is the size which has been found most suitable for being usable in the available machineries. When I say machinery, means further processes of injection molding, the tool which are being used these days. So most suitable length for long fiber is 11 mm. The result of moving from compounding to pultrusion, you can see that there is one more step in between which happened. At present I am talking about the like from small short fiber granule to a long fiber granule of 11 mm, but in between there was a time when the long fibers were being made by a process called wire coated technology. That wire coating technology gives you the coating of resins in on the fibers, and the result is this, that if you cut open the granules, you see dry fibers, whereas in the latest technology, pultrusion technology, there is no dry fiber seen. The advantage of this is that it gives much better appearance, and I feel that the biggest advantage which it has given is that it is processable, or it is process friendly with the existing machines and existing tools. You don't need to make many changes in the process machineries, which is a cost. When the wire coated technology was there, there was a need of making a special machine for using long fiber and special tools to handle long fiber, so that you can exploit the length of the fibers in the final component. This is the history of the properties. Especially you keep your eyes on impact strength. I will say that in 1992 glass fiber PP 30% was having 5 impact. In 2002 it was improved to 10, and in 2010 it has become 21. So a long way, approximately 4 times impact strengths you get in today's long glass fiber PP compounds versus 20 years back short glass fiber PP compound with same loading of glass. As you can see, tensile also has improved almost 2.5 times, and flexural also has improved by almost 30%. So these are the advantages, that you have achieved the impact strength much higher, and tensile strength has improved. Flexural also has been improved a little bit. The biggest advantages of this you will see in the next slides, that this helps design engineers to make thinner parts. This makes design engineers to select commodity plastic compound pultruded with the glass, that is long glass fibers, in place of highly costing materials like 30% nylon 6 or nylon 66. This is a graphical presentation of three important properties which have improved over these 20 years. I would like to spend some time on this slide. This is one of the best way to find out whether your component is made up of long glass fiber or short glass fiber. And this also gives an idea that why the impact strength has become so high while using long glass fiber. Basically, if you make a component with short glass fiber and the same with long glass fiber, take out both the components from the mold and put these two components in the furnace at around 650 degrees centigrade. You will see a big difference that a short glass fiber filled PP compound or PA compound, the polymer will burn off at 650 degrees centigrade for half an hour if you keep, and all the glass fibers you will find flat on the surface. Whereas in long glass fiber, what happens? You can see that whatever shape you have kept in the furnace, that shape is retained even after all the polymer has gone, all the binding strength of polymer has gone, but still you can see a structure, you can see the holes, you can see exactly how it would have been, although because the resin has gone, so slightly fiber gets expanded, so the holes become smaller than the actual they were. This I always say that it is something very similar to FRP molding, where you lay up the glass fibers and then put resins on it, so you get exactly a very high length of the fibers, and of course you get much better benefits, because the only problem is with FRP is that the process of laying up is difficult, it is labor intensive, and it is you can't mold complicated components out of FRP. By doing this, you are using a very efficient process of injection molding, and you are trying to reach towards the properties of FRP. You can see that some comparisons I have shown here, that a 30% glass filled nylon 6 can be replaced with 35% long glass fiber PP compound, and this gives enormous benefits of approximately 17% reduction in the weight of the part, approximately almost double the impact strength of 30% glass filled nylon 6. Very similar properties of flexural strength, so you don't have to change the thicknesses. By doing this comparison, we have tried to replace many nylon 6 30% glass filled applications to 35% long glass fiber PP compound. This is a graphical presentation of the same properties. Many times it was thought that probably the long glass fiber PPs, because PP is the binding resin of for the glass, probably it will not behave in underhood applications where the temperatures are slightly high. But as you can see, the yellow line, up to 120 degrees centigrade, the drop of tensile property of long glass fiber is lesser as compared to 30% nylon 6. So if you test the tensile strength at 120 degrees centigrade, long glass fiber PP gives a better property than nylon 6 30% glass filled. Similar is the story with the flexural properties. It lies somewhere in between nylon 6 and nylon 6 up to 120 degrees centigrade. So all underhood applications, most of the underhood applications, it can be 35% long fiber PP can be used as a replacement to nylons. This is very surprising and good thing about long glass fiber, that Impact strength, as I told you, is quite high because of the structure it retains even after burning the polymer. That is the reason why you get at sub-zero temperatures, the impact strength further improves. It doesn't go down. So that is something very unusual with the plastics, because at minus temperatures, generally plastic tend to become more brittle. This is opposite. There are some more advantages of long fiber. That is, the creep value is the minimum as compared to short glass nylons. That's the biggest advantage. All the properties for long glass fibers are available with TIPCO Industries. It is also available in mold flow software, and those properties can be used by the design engineers while selecting our material. These are some of the examples where we have worked in India, and many places it has been successfully commercially implemented. Some of the applications you can see, like chair base, which used to be in nylon 6 30% glass filled, the chain cover for two-wheelers, the tool holder for power tools. The next one is the shroud. Next is the gear shifter base, and there are some control modules. This particular one is the window module for one of the OEM in India. Next, you can see some of the other automotive and non-automotive applications where nylons or probably the PC ABS or ABS, some parts were replaced by different percentage loaded PP long glass fibers. These are some of the possibilities which we see in India, that some big components in automotive industry are going to which are presently in nylons, will get replaced in long glass fiber. The component which we are seeing down in the corner is called front end module, which in India one particular model, it has already come as it is in plastics now, and soon there will be many OEMs who will be looking for this kind of opportunities of weight reduction. We are seeing a lot of interest from OEM side to convert their steel parts into long glass fiber PP molded parts. Some of the possibilities in India, what we see is like very trendy chairs which are gas injection molded. That market is going to be in India, and mainly for restaurants and places like airports or malls. The other applications which you can see is that even we think that air intake manifold and door modules are going to be quite popular in automotive industries in times to come. These are some small parts for automotives and non-automotive applications which also can be replaced, where the nylons can be replaced by long glass fiber PP. As you can see, the future of long glass fiber seems to be quite bright, because say whatever specifications and requirements which had been converted to glass filled nylon 6 around 20-25 years back in place of aluminum. So aluminum parts were replaced by nylons, and now because the PP is in long fiber, PP is competing in the properties with nylon 6 short fibers. So most of these parts we feel that will be converted for two advantages mainly. One is the weight will be reduced by almost 15 to 20%, and there will be cost saving, not only as the raw material cost, but and in processing also energy and fuel will be saved, because PP can be processed at much lower temperature as compared to nylons. I feel the customer is not going to stop at long glass fiber, and he cannot remain satisfied with long glass fiber properties alone, and already the demands have started coming to increase the strengths further, and containing the weight should not go up. So I feel the changes in future going to be in the form of fibers which are being used, or probably the fiber itself from glass to aramid, or some natural fiber like jute, or finally, as everybody knows, the carbon fiber, which is the very high strength fibers available today. So this is going to be the path which will be followed by Indian industry also. Now I will let you know the team which has worked behind this particular project, and now that whole team has a capability of design and development. Our products are already in mold flow database now, so most of the properties are available and can be used for doing various analysis by the design engineers of OEMs. Basically, Owens Corning as a glass roving supplier, and Reliance as the main base resin supplier, has worked very closely on this particular product with TIPCO for development and promoting this product in India. I'll tell you about TIPCO because of this company I am standing today. So some 2-3 slides about the TIPCO. TIPCO has 3 divisions called thermosets, thermoplastics, and structured products. And thermoplastics, we do PP, mainly PP compounds, and mainly for automotive industries. And in thermosets, we do mainly phenolic resins. Now we are also doing some polyester resins. Recently we have started. So that is mainly for switchgear industries, electrical industries, and defense. The third product is structural product, third category, which we sell in the name of TIP wood. So anything which replaces wood comes in that. As you can see, some pallets made out of the waste material coming out of our PP compounding plant, they get converted into lumber and finally into a pallet. Similarly, that brown color thing which you can see is the PP jute composites, which are becoming popular in the construction industries for various applications. So these are the three divisions where we are working with new materials, and I see a big future for all these types of. And one thing you can see is, out of these 3 divisions, 2 divisions are using pultrusion process. We are working on new products with glass reinforced plastics and phenolics and polyesters. Then as I told you, long glass fiber PP I discussed in detail. There will be next material will be long glass fiber PA, that is nylons, for still higher properties requirements, and the glass pultruded granules in PPPA. That will be the next thing. With this, I would like to conclude. As you have seen that long glass fiber PP has been launched around 3 years back, and now it is becoming popular in India. We are working on many other new products, and mainly in, I will say, in composite, not in composites, but somewhere in between compounding and composites. So I personally feel that the demands from the customers will be increasing further to increase the properties of the materials, but also there will be demand for reduction of weight of the components. So as a raw material supplier, we feel a responsibility of using. Earlier we always used to think about compounding. Now we are thinking about composites, pultrusion methods. There will be several other processes which compounding industries will have to adopt to meet these requirements of the final customer, that is cost saving and weight saving. With this I conclude my technical paper. Thank you very much.